Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. We've got lots of news to cover today concerning Man United. Firstly, Sancho. Is he staying or is he going? We're getting conflicting reports about him. Some reports are actually saying that he might actually be set to stay at United, but some reports are saying that Erik ten Hag wants him out as soon as possible. Also, we're getting news and reports that Casemiro is not happy at Man United. In fact, he regrets joining United. Is there any truth to these reports? We'll discuss this and more. Also, Man United might be signing a new superstar centre mid in place of him from Portugal. We'll discuss that and more in today's show. And finally, we'll be discussing the two huge matches Man United have got coming up this week against Copenhagen and then Man City in the Premier League. We'll discuss them and more in today's show. But before we kick off today's show, please make sure you hit that like button on this video. And if you're new to the Man United stream channel, please go ahead and subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and opinions. Now let's kick off today's show with Jadon Sancho. We have been reporting for some time that Jadon Sancho looks like he's set to leave Man United in the January transfer window. However, now we're getting conflicting reports saying that Erik ten Hag and the management team are looking to reintegrate Sancho back into the first 11 or the squad. Now this could be good news for both Jadon Sancho and Erik ten Hag if they really want to look at it that way, because Jadon Sancho can stay on at the club and prove himself worthy of wearing that red shirt, and Erik ten Hag can have more options off the bench with Jadon Sancho there. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Jadon Sancho. Do you want him to stay or do you want him to go? Now this has been going on for some time, for months now, on whether Jadon Sancho should be staying or should be going. I personally would say that I think it's time for Jadon Sancho to leave Man United and go and try himself out at another club. Maybe it hasn't worked for him for whatever reason at Man United, and I think it's best for him to leave and go elsewhere and try and resurrect his career somewhere else. I don't think Man United is that club. Okay, so now moving on to Casemiro. Yes, we're getting reports that Casemiro has given an interview in which he confirms that he's not happy at Man United or regrets making the decision of joining Manchester United. Now, either way, this is dramatic news. Now, you never want to hear any player at Manchester United come out and say that he regrets joining United. So what has gone on with Casemiro? We all know that he hasn't actually been playing well this season. He's been struggling with his form, and this might be down to the way he's feeling. The way he's obviously feeling is not happy at Man United. Something is not right. We need to get to the bottom of this and see what it is. Now, we are hearing that Man United are lining up to sign João Neves of Benfica. The 19-year-old has been taking the Portuguese league by storm. He's actually been playing really well for Benfica, loved by the Benfica fans, and Man United have set their targets on getting him. He's valued around 70 to 80 million euros, and this could be a direct replacement for Casemiro. We'll have to wait and see whether there's been just a miscommunication in that interview with Casemiro, or whether he genuinely feels that he regrets signing for Man United and he does not feel happy at United. If that is the case, Man United will need to make moves quickly and get him replaced, because we cannot have someone in the middle of the park not playing well enough, not committed to the club, and not doing a job for us. And this season he has not been playing well enough. I think everyone, all the fans can see that Casemiro has struggled in the start of this season. In other news, other positive news coming out of Man United is that we're getting some players back from injury, and my God, did we need these players to return back from injury. Ten Hag needed options, and this week he's got two huge games coming up in Copenhagen in the Champions League and then Man City in the Premier League. Now, which game does Erik ten Hag prioritise? Does he go after the Champions League game and ensure that they get the win over Copenhagen, or does he prioritise the Premier League game? Now, for me, it's quite a simple answer. I don't know about you guys. Drop your comments below what you think. For me, it's quite a simple answer on which game Erik ten Hag should be prioritising, and it is that game in the Champions League against Copenhagen. We need to win that game. It's an absolute must-win game to make sure we've got some chance of qualifying for the next round in the Champions League. If we do not win against Copenhagen in that Champions League game, our chances of qualifying will be next to nothing. So we need to ensure that we go out there play really well, play all our best players and win that game. That is an absolute must. I think the Man City game is something that we need to look forward to, but not just yet. We need to actually focus on the Champions League game. Forget about the City game. Ten Hag needs to play his best 11 against Copenhagen in that game and ensure that we win it at all costs. A loss or a draw is not a result that we're looking for, so we really need to be positive. It will be at Old Trafford. The crowd will be rocking. There will be a memorial service to Sir Bobby Charlton, and that will have everyone hyped and rocking, and we owe it to his legacy to go out there and absolutely smash Copenhagen. Make sure you hit that like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber to the Man United Stream channel. You are watching the Man United Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans.